And what I would like to do is just have each of you that are ready. I'm going to view you, and you just speak into the mic if you can speak. If you cannot speak because you have a mic problem, we will still view you, and you can send a chat message. Okay? And say who is over there, so we know who all are participating, because it's really exciting that many colleges are here today for the orientation, and it's quite exciting, and I'm looking forward to talking to you all. Okay, Hitam, you're up there. So the first year students are there at Hitam. Hello to you all. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just wave. Okay, great. So is your CSE HOD there, Rajeshwar Garu? Okay, wonderful. So hello to you all. Some basic protocols to be followed. If you can mute your mic, I'm going to just walk through the colleges that have declared that they are ready, view them, so everyone else can also view you, and you're going to wave. Ishwar College?
Yes, madam.
Wave. If you can hear, I want to see the students wave to me. Hello.
Our students are waiting. Hello, madam. Very good morning.
I need you to
Our students are waiting for you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Our students are waiting for you.
Well, I don't want them to wait for me. I want them to wave to me. Wave. Wave your hand. Can you all raise your hands? I need to see a big wave. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishwar College? Yes. I want to see your students wave to me. I want students to wave to me. Not you alone, but all your students.
Yes, ma'am. Our students.
Am I speaking a foreign language, students? Can you not hear me? Because you respond to me. That is the expectation, my dear friends, of the industry. Can you hear me? The voice clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Alluri, you're on. Mentors, Narendra Kumar, and students of first year. Hello to you all. Can you hear me?
Hello, good morning. Hear you.
Vignan Institute. Now I like that.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning. Okay. Turbo. Can I see your students' waves? Good morning, students of Turbo Missionary. Can you all hear me? If you're woken up this morning, you're going to wave to me. Say hello by waving. Let's run through this. Bapatla, you're on. Are you ready? Find your chairs quickly.
Good morning, madam. This is Dr. Prasad from Gurlana Engineering College.
Okay, that was awesome from Good Level. We could see them and we could hear them. Bapatla, are you ready? KJ Reddy is ready? Okay, where are you, KJ Reddy? You need to raise your hand in order to be spoken to. KJ Reddy. Okay, Bapatla, one more time. Hello, Bapatla.
Hello, madam.
Yes. If the students are in and they're woken up, they need to wave to me. Can you hear me? Students? Don't feel shy, just say hello, wave your hands.
Madam.
Okay, they're thinking, should I wave? Now somebody from their college must tell them it's okay to wave, and then they're gonna wave. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, students of SCCE. All right. Page ready, we all. Apatla, you can hear. Tirumala, you are not able to hear me? Good morning.
Madam, good morning. Madam, good morning. This is Principal from KVIT College. We are ready. Our 120 students are attending this program along with the faculty members. We are so happy that we are receiving this program, and we believe that this will be beneficial for our students and that will motivate our students community. Thank you.
Look forward to that. Okay, Tirumala, I think everybody is in and settled. Tirumala, are you able to hear? Is the voice clear to all? If the voice is clear, can you just all just say yes in your chat window? Tirumala, can you hear? Kids, do you see any disturbance or it's all good? So all of the students that are here, I want you to think about 3 questions that are important for you to get good answers to when you are in college. And get started. Again, for all those that don't know who I am, I'm Sandhya Kode from Anand CDU, presently sitting here at IIT, and have just about some 30 odd years of experience after having graduated from one of the JNTU colleges. At that time, there was just one in Masatang. Worked 25 years in the industry, both in US and in India. Was founding director for Motorola Software Center in Hyderabad. And in the last 5 years, been working on enhancing the quality of IT education in engineering colleges. So again, Sandhya Kode from Anand CDU. Why am I here and why are you here? Here's some good reasons. The numbers of engineering colleges in the state of Andhra Pradesh when I graduated were about half a dozen. Now there are 700 and counting. And overall in India, there's more than 3,000. And the number of engineers that are graduating are huge. And NASSCOM comes up with this brilliant thing saying that only 10% of the students that are graduating are employable. Now, do you all know what does employability mean? It's not about getting a job. It's not at all about getting off. It's about being able to deliver as per the expectation on the job. Now that's a very, very different thing, right? All of industry has lots of complaints that they work on real world problems. What's being taught in colleges, all some concepts and they are memorizing things, and they're not able to actually deliver on the job. New technologies come, technologies keep changing, but they're not able to adapt. They say, oh, I learned Java, but now I don't know this new stuff, so I cannot do anything. Another thing is being able to communicate effectively on the job. Now, this particular gap, ladies and gentlemen, do not underestimate this particular gap. This is probably the most crucial gap of all. You may know your technical stuff. You may be willing to learn lifelong. But if you cannot communicate effectively on your job, you are less than 50%. You just can't get anything done. Right now, I just did a simple test, right? I just circled through the colleges and I did a simple wave test. I said, if you are there, good morning, please wave to me. And ask yourself the question, how many of you passed the wave test? Well, communicating doesn't mean speaking. Communicating also means listening and responding. Listening is one of the biggest skills of communication, because more than 50% of the time, what are we doing, guys? We are listening. We're supposed to be listening. If everybody thinks communication is talking and making presentations, think again. And it's one thing that I've been working on, working with all of your teachers who are now mentors sitting there in your rooms right now. It's about communication. This is really key. How do we bridge these gaps? These are big gaps, right? Well, this is the key. It's learning by doing. Now, this is being able to solve real-world problems, attain project knowledge, practical knowledge, project-centered. Okay. Then the technologies keep on changing. Are we ready to learn to learn? That's the question. Or we say, okay, now we study for the test, we learn, and then we're done. This is another big part of what we're doing in the certificate of IT, is focusing on not learning by giving lectures, but by learning by doing. Okay? And learning to learn. And soft skills. Communication has to be better. How do you learn swimming? How many of you think you read an instruction manual and learn to swim? I'm going to quickly grab someone in college and see what do they think, right? I'm just going to grab, let's say, kids. What do you think? Do we learn swimming by following an instruction manual or by jumping in the water and by doing? If you think it's by doing, raise your hands. Krishna Chaitanya Institute, you're on camera, and if you think the answer to how do we learn swimming is by following an instruction manual, if you think that that is correct, raise your hand. I don't want to see you say yes ma'am or no ma'am. I want to know if the students are listening, and if they are listening, I'm expecting the students to raise their hands. First of all, students, can you hear me? If you can hear me, raise your hand. So, next question. We learn swimming by following an instruction manual. If the answer is yes, raise the hand. If the answer is no, raise the hand. Hitam, how do we learn swimming? If the answer is yes to following an instruction manual, raise your hand. If the answer, so you follow an instruction manual to learn swimming? Okay. You're going to learn swimming by jumping in the water and trying. If the answer is yes, raise your hands. Okay, that's a lot better. Hitam, full points. You're listening. So I'm just going to randomly pick colleges and just ask questions to know whether you're listening or you're not listening. Because if you're not listening, I'm just wasting my time and you're wasting your time, right? And that's the whole point of the exercise. And that's the reason why NASSCOM is complaining that, what? Why are they complaining? If you understand why NASSCOM is complaining, type your answer. So this is the instruction manual for swimming, and this is how you learn, right? Or do you learn by doing? If you think learning by doing is the answer, Hitam, you're still on? Raise your hand. Awesome. So those that are on the chat machine have to be typing really fast. Those that are listening, supposed to be listening and reacting, it doesn't matter whether you're on camera or you're not, okay? Because I might quickly switch in and out and see what it is that you are doing. Learning by doing? Yes. All of you that are students, if you think learning by doing is yes, in your classrooms, raise your hands. Okay, the response time is also something I'm measuring. Okay, you raise your hand, one person raise the hand, other person looks this side and should I raise my hand? Okay, I raise my hand. Another person looks, should I also raise my hand? Okay, I raise my hand. All the 70% of them are confused. What the hell is going on? Right? Well, my dear friends, welcome to the real world. See, I've spent too many years in the industry and I'm not going to lecture you. I'm sorry. If you're expecting another lecture, you're mistaken. This is not about lecturing. This is about communicating. And I'm looking at Tirumala Engineering College, and the students are either fast asleep or they cannot listen. Their audio is broken or they're not woken up yet. Tirumala, are you there? If you are there, raise your hands. Well, if you smile, it's not going to help. And I see Lakshmi Garu over there, and I see mentors. I don't know what's going on with you guys students. If you're third-year students of CSC, in another year you're going to go out and supposed to be working street. I am talking to you all. Tirumala, can you listen to me? Can your students hear me? Telugulo maatladna? మీకు వినపడుతుందా? వినపడుతుంటే మీరు క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నారనుకుంటే చేతులు ఎత్తండి. ఓకే, దట్స్ స్టిల్ నాట్ 100%. చేయి ఫుల్ గా ఎత్తాలి, నాట్ హాఫ్, క్వార్టర్, 1/3. Okay, I now understand why NASCOM is complaining. Okay, I'm continuing on. So let us think of this, guys. Lectures. You hear lectures, you forget. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. Confucius told us this one. Okay? So Tirumala, you are still on. I'm going to say the first part, I hear, and then I want you to say the next part, whatever you see on the screen. I hear, what's happening? I can't hear anybody. You're supposed to say, I forget. You see that on your screen? Okay, mentors in every single college, I'm expecting you all to say, I hear, I forget. Even if I can't hear you, I'm going to just randomly cycle through and I'm expecting to hear, I forget. Okay? I hear. I hear. I can't hear you mid-college. You haven't been saying anything. Whether or not you're on the mic, you're supposed to be speaking. Got it? I hear. What do you say, Mick? Jayalakshmi, are you there? Wake up your students. I hear, I forget. You see that on the screen? Hi, Jayalakshmi. Okay, can you all see this on the screen, the PPT? Okay, I'm going to say, I hear, and in every single college that is connected, I want you to say the next two words, which is I forget. Okay? And I'm going to just tune in and see whether or not you're saying that. I hear, I don't see any lip movement. I see everybody sitting like this. This is not how engineers sit. My dear friends, this is how engineers sit, and they are ready, eager, and willing to do things. Your body language gives you away. We have some 3,000 odd students connected, and I want to know what's the power of the sense right here. SEC, you're on. I see, you're supposed to say, I remember. నేను మొదటి 2 words చెప్తున్నాను, మీరు నెక్స్ట్ 2 words చెప్పాలి. మీ మైక్ ఆన్ ఉన్నా ఆన్ అయిపోయినా మీరు మాట్లాడుతుంది నాకు తెలుస్తుంది. If I put my camera on you. So I want you to be alert. This is what we're talking about. The mentor is sitting in front of the machine and they are typing yes. Mentor is saying yes is not equal to student saying yes. I want to see the student say yes. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. So, the long story is that most people are sitting in the classroom, they are listening to lectures, they are listening, I hear, I forget, I hear, I forget, I hear, I forget. That's what's going on. Just enough time to do the test, get marks, again forget. I see, I remember, but I do, I understand. And this is the key. Okay? Awesome. So what is this whole thing about? Why learning by doing? This is the way we can use to map the real world problems to programs. Now, let us talk about this species that is sitting in front of you. What is this? We are Siddhartha. What is this animal? Yes, a dinosaur. Now why did they perish? Why did they die? Well, they belong to some ancient times, and when the environment changes and things were different, they could not adapt. The same way, if you are, thank you, Gullavallero, if you are not going to be able to adapt to new technologies, you, my dear friends, soon to become engineers, are going to perish. Do you all understand? Absolutely. If you are unable to adapt to changes, you're not going to be around very long. I know everybody has this question, right? Why is she talking about all the new technologies? She graduated, she said, 30 years ago. What must have she studied? Are you thinking about that question? Well, it's good you're thinking about it because yes, I studied about vacuum tubes, transistors, little chips, system on chips, build system on chips. I saw big machines are sitting in big air-conditioned rooms, the IBM machines. Then I saw workstations. Then I saw desktops. Then I saw laptops. Then I have mobile phones that are all serving as smartphones, all of the above. Lived in the day and age where we used to book for a trunk call. You must have never heard of this because the telephone wouldn't work. If I have to call the US, I have to book ahead of time and then at an appointed time I will make a call. Today we have internet, we have Skype, we have Gtalk, we have social networking, all of the above. So technologies are changing rapidly and only when you are ready to keep on learning and keep on adapting can you survive. And that's how I've survived. I learn every day. Today also I'm learning a lot. Right? I'll tell you what I'm learning. Vignan?
Yes. Yes.
It's good to see you guys. Okay, so it's been very important to adapt to technologies. Look at this technology is running, education is struggling to handle or struggling to catch up. You all see that picture? This little guy.
Yes.
This one is technology. This is education. How are we going to make progress, guys? Technology has changed so much. 30 years ago, they were lecturing and all the students were sitting and listening. 20 years ago, they were lecturing and all the students were sitting and listening. 10 years ago, they were lecturing and all the students were sitting and listening. Today, they are lecturing and all the students are not sitting and listening. They are busy doing SMS. Right? Not even listening. How do you expect to learn in college? The problem, right? We really can hear you. Now you guys are really alert. I'm happy. Prasad Garu, you've done a great job with your students. So, continuing on, we need soft skills to communicate effectively on the job. What does that mean? Teamwork, communication, listening skills. This is what we've been talking about, right? I think you all understand this part now. Add to this. Here we talked about lecture-based. And if not lecture-based, there's a lot of open resources out there. You all heard of Khan Academy, you've heard of Open Education Resources, NPTEL. You can do your own learning. Now, the nice thing about the CIT approach is it's a mentored approach. Your mentors have gotten trained, and they are coming back to you and helping you learn by doing. This is what it is. So the role of the mentor is that everybody gets attention, personal attention. A lot of times you get a doubt. You say, I don't want to ask a doubt because they may think I'm stupid or my doubt is stupid. So let me just keep it to myself. But what is the problem if you keep it to yourself? You're never going to learn, right? So that's why we discovered and created this whole thing called Student Enhancement Program. And let me tell you that we work on solving real-world problems, learning to learn, and it's much closer to the industry. The students that have participated in this and have attained mastery, I'm happy to report that they're all placed with companies and they draw better salaries and their bosses say, and they feel that they are growing better in their own careers. And the bosses think they're doing good, which is important. So, what do we cover in this? We call this Student Enhancement Program, and in this certificate in IT, we're covering several courses, okay? This is computational thinking, object-oriented programming through Java, and data structures. Each course has a set of modules, each module has a set of tasks and the quizzes, and at the end of each module, and this assessment at the end of the course. Are you all clear on this? Gates, are you clear? If you are clear, raise your hands. And other people can just type yes in the chat window. So this is the course content. And we do both basic Java and advanced Java. But everything is learning by doing. There is no lecturing. That's the best part. Not listen to anybody. You just do, and you do, and you understand, right? So some of the things that we kind of get to do is design and develop console-based applications. You get to build a chat application similar to GTalk. And if you're through with your phase 1 and phase 2, you might even build a search engine similar to Google. Now, isn't that going to be fun? Do you think it's fun? Alori, you think it's fun? You're on camera. You're sounding. You're looking.
Morning, madam.
You're not sure what to make out. Do you think doing something like this is fun rather than just doing a stack by itself or a tree by itself or something? If you build such applications, do you think that's fun? That's what you get to do in the certificate in IT. What kind of skills do you gain? You learn to understand and elicit. That means you find out and you get user requirements and specifications, and you design, develop, and build applications. This is a very, very important skills for any software engineer, for any IT or computer science engineer, right? Some of the tasks that you get to do will look like this. You get to do flows which you can automatically evaluate, so that's kind of fun. You do more tasks, and you get used to doing things and learning, and you also feel excited because you're developing things like an application, like a GTalk, right? How is it offered? So there are phases. Phase 1 is computational thinking, object-oriented programming through Java. That's the basics. This is advanced. And then you have data structures. And then this could be your Google, writing a search engine. And the other nice thing that happens is you connect with other colleges. Right now we're all connected with other colleges, right? So if I give any of you colleges the floor, then you are able to speak and everybody else is able to listen. So that's very exciting, isn't it? Do you think it's exciting? If you think it's exciting, type yes. See, this is a test of interacting. Great, great, wonderful. The more important thing is the collaborative learning discussion forums. How many people are on Facebook? All your mentors have to do is turn around and look at your students, and if they all raise their hands, type in the number of students present. See, what did I say and what are you doing? I said turn around, look at your students, and if they all raise their hands, type in the number of students present, and very sweetly you type ALL. ALL, is that a number? Are you all understanding where the communication is breaking down? Well, that's nice to know. 3 people did not raise their hands in Krishna Chaitanya, so they are not on Facebook. Well, I'm also not on Facebook, so it's a good thing. Well, Sri Chaitanya educational institutions are just raising their hand or not raising their hand. That is the question. You just raise, right, type the number of students that raise the hand. Don't make a deduction. So if only 2 people raise their hand saying they're on Facebook, type in 2. If everyone raised their hand, type the particular number. All are raising hands. So the count is 120, right? Good. Do you see now how communicating effectively on the job, we're just talking about a simple communication and there's a misunderstanding of whether it's a number or something else. So it's that easy. If you're not listening with your head, with your eyes, with your heart and your whole soul, you don't listen. You know, you'll be busy typing something, SMS to your friend, or if you have laptop, maybe you're checking mail. So with one ear, you're listening to what your teacher is talking about in class. Do you think you're doing yourself justice? Again. So that's why we don't bother to do lectures. We simply say learning by doing. You get to map real life problems to programs. You adapt to new technologies so that you can communicate effectively on the job. Most importantly, a student will gain the confidence to adapt to any situation. And that is what the industry needs. Learning to learn. In a situation, I can manage. I can take care. I have that confidence. Anukunnappude, the person can be employable. Appadi varaku ayaniki job vachundochu, avadiki job vachundochu. They might have got employment, but they are not employable. So there are 2 different words, right? That's what it is. Alluri, you have a question? Hello? Your question? Ask your question. So a brief history is that we have introduced STEP at colleges since 2009. More than 5,000 students have been trained. Graduated students have been placed in some really good companies, and more importantly, they are much more confident. So here's the breakdown of what some of these courses are. But know that the core STEP or the core CIT, these 4 courses, computational thinking, which is open to all the students, including first year, all branches. So this is everyone. Then Java Basic, Data Structures, and Java Advanced is for students in second year onwards, all branches. So what's common is that you don't need to be a computer science student to take core basic CIT. So this is something that anyone can take, and it's going to help them because IT is pretty much a horizontal field and it can help any domain, because a mechanical engineer needs to be doing an MCAD program, or he needs to build a car or a vehicle and it has electronics in it, programming in it. And if he doesn't know what are the capabilities of a programming, he cannot ask a computer science expert who may be sitting right there. I need this kind of a functionality for my program. Please help me to build it. He will not be able to give user requirements and therefore cannot get his job done, his or her job done. And there's nothing stopping students of first year from finishing Java Basic as well. It's just something that we have said that this is how they can get started. Now, the good news is that all of this is pretty low for the number of hours and the number of amount of work that you get to do, and you get a community forum that you work with. So people at IIIT, the team at CDU, and all the mentors at all the colleges, they all get to be mentoring. Students get to be responding. So just imagine if you're on Facebook and you're very active there, if you get on this and get very active, it'll help you in your career, because this is what counts, right? And this is very subsidized fee because the DIT, which is Department of Electronics and IT, have sponsored this particular training program for the last several years. This is going to come to an end by the end of this month. However, we are giving this one last opportunity to people to take full advantage of this fact, because this is just for certification and conducting exams and monitoring. If we gave the true value, it would be a lot more, right? Like 10x or even 5x. The point is, you get the advantage. So register and complete payment before March 21st. And oops, there's an early bird offer. So phase 1 is computational thinking and Java Basic, which is 80 hours. Phase 2 is data structures and Java Advanced, which is another 80 hours. And phase 1 plus phase 2, which is the complete certificate in IT, which is the core, is 160 hours. You might end up spending a little more or a little less depending on your own abilities. So that fee is 3,000 rupees, which is really a throwaway price. And imagine that's a small investment, because you will, after having done this in mastery, get that much more in your monthly salary alone if you do really well on this program, right? Look at the early bird offer that's been given by my team. They're so much wanting to do you a favor. Register for phase 1 and phase 2 before 6 p.m. today, and you get this for 2,500 rupees. So the whole of the core CIT, including computational thinking, Java Basics, data structures, and Java Advanced, all of this in the 160-hour package for just 2,500. So as soon as you finish listening to the orientation and asking your questions, etc., what you get to do is simply register now. So they will show you computers and show you the link where you can register, and then you can register, right? And this is what it is. So there's lots of benefits, participation in weekly industry talks through AU, and you can do projects or internships at IIIT Hyderabad. We've had lots of students come and do projects, build plugins for various open source tools, and they're really confident when they go out and speak. They may not speak perfect English, but if they're confident of the project that they did, and they're able to communicate that to the companies, and the companies really like that. An opportunity for student mentorship, eligibility for attending workshops, conferences, and various other things. Eligibility for workshops by industry experts, and you get the certificate. Another special deal that you're going to get is we have not only the team at CDU working on all of this, putting the program together, learning by doing, but we have exciting people from industry who have worked with us in helping to build this certificate in IT, the STEP program. And I have here today Raghulanka, I'm happy to introduce, and he has helped Raghu. Raghu looks like a student just like you, right? But he has over 8 years of experience at least? 10 years of experience, see? And he has been at Microsoft, and he's the program manager for the Windows Phone 8. And I'm going to let him talk to you a little bit, just to get you to the edge of your chair and not sit back, relax, and think this is some movie, but feel that this is life and you need to take control. Okay, over to you, Raghu.
You don't get feedback.
No.
Hello, can you hear me?
If you can hear Raghu, just type yes.
Hi guys. Okay, fantastic. Hi everyone. I'm talking to the computer, but I know that all of you will be seeing me.
Well, you can see them. I'm going to just circle you to different colleges so that you can see them, but keep talking.
Okay. So just stop by some of the context that ma'am is trying to put in. Hello. Maybe I'll be louder.
Yeah, be a little louder.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Fantastic. I'll actually be louder. So my name is Ram. I'm a program manager in Microsoft, and more importantly, I'm.
Students anywhere.
Okay. Hey guys, I can.
You can see you. You can see good level. You need to speak up a bit.
Okay.
Just talk normal and just talk loud. That's it, like you usually do.
Okay, so I've been volunteering with CITORientationBySandhyaKodeOn-13-03-2013, I think like for the last 2.5 years. So it's we have designed the step program, been volunteering in terms of like how the courses are designed. Sorry, there's some noise.
No, it's taken out.
Okay. Yeah. So I think like the primary reason we're all here is that we all want to be successful in life, right? And when I say success can actually mean that multiple things. But success in career really means a job that we all dream about, and then sustaining that job. So both are really important. And one of the key things for success is about like planning. So you need to plan right way so that you can go for your dream job, and then like what does it require? What do you need to be successful there? And the part of the program that we're designing here is to actually help you define those steps, help you guide through that mechanism so that you can be successful in both those aspects. So imagine a situation, right? So you're in front of your customer. So you join your dream company, like that in Microsoft. One of these companies, you go in front of your customer, you start talking. They start talking to you about the requirements, saying, "Hey, I'd like to go and design this program, which actually can go and read about this 10,000 and then show me a name or something like that." You're not going to open your data structures book at that point and start looking at like what data structure you're going to use, right? You need to know what are all those data structures. You need to know like when to use them. In scenario, you need to know that hey, I need to use so and so data structure, then start coding and build a program for them. So it's application of like what you learn is very important rather than just learning. And that's what the CID program has already designed. And the core aspect that for the last 1 hour, whatever ma'am must have been saying, the most important thing that you should all take away from this thing is learning by doing, which is like you only learn to do stuff. You don't learn by reading, you don't learn by looking at it, you learn only by doing. So you take a program, take a problem, just walk on the road, you see multiple things, just think about like, hey, I have string, what I do, what I need to reverse this. Just rather than like dreaming about how you reverse it, you take a pen and paper and reverse it. Write a program that can actually go into that. So only when you do stuff, that's when you start learning how to apply things, and that's where you start building from those small building blocks to actually go and building complex programs. Imagine that like a Windows operating system which actually has like infinite number of lines of code is not written just in a day. It's actually written with a lot of building blocks that go in stage by stage, right? So you need to know how to build new software to really break down all those small components put together. And understanding how to do it is the core for success in IT industry. And it doesn't start after you graduate. It starts from the day you start your engineering. And hence, like I'm pretty happy that all of you are interested to be here, to actually listen, to participate in the CIT program. And I wish you all success. I wish you that we have designed the course in such a way that you are given sufficient number of tasks in a way that they are actually built from the least complex to complex, with the project work, group work, coordination, as well as soft skills that are required for communications and so on. Go through it, go through the program in that order. So, yeah, I'll talk a little bit slower. If there is an echo or something like that, please let me know. I can repeat stuff. Sorry, I'm not used to talking to everybody. Oh, thank you. So I will repeat a couple of things. So I'll given feedback that I'm a little bit faster. Sorry for repetition, but let me stress this. The core thing that you guys should take away from here is to do stuff. You learn only by doing. You learn by taking a pen and paper and solving stuff. The application of computer science is what is the core crux of all the stuff. So we are engineers. We are not copy machines. An engineer is supposed to build a product, and you're not. If someone already built a product, you're not required to go and copy it. You need to go and build something new. To build something new, you need to go and hands dirty, and then actually go and write stuff. So that's it for me. I wish you all the best. So as Nam was talking about, so I will be. So it's me, and then we have sort of few folks who are involved with IIIT. We'll be working along the progress of this course, guiding you and answering any specific questions you have. In addition to it, we are also planning to have some advanced workshops, primarily where we can have a more focused thing around talking to you into working on something, what it means to build products. So we'll take several examples and start looking at each one of them. We'll break them down into some simple pieces of data structures that we are learning and start building on top of it. So those are the, and then as we progress further, we can actually have more advanced courses into specifics into mobile computing, cloud computing, cryptography, and then data mining and so on. So all these fields, if you are to take, but once you start going in a very planned, phased manner, then you will actually learn that it's actually they're all related to one another. Finally, the nirvana, once you attain it, you realize that there is nothing in computer science but just a simple set of ones and zeros. Okay, so thanks guys. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to listen to me. I wish you all the best, and would like to see you all successful. I wish you a grand career, successful career, and I'd like to actually go and meet you sometime in the workshops. Thank you.
Thank you, Raghu. So, that was Raghu again, Raghu Lanka from Microsoft. And we have other people like Mahati from Google, who's also been volunteering. And there is a lot of people who really care about what you guys are doing and how you're learning. And so this is really important. And are you able to hear? So again, as Raghu highlighted, Core CIT, the Certificate in IT program which you are being oriented to today, is the beginning. And that's the beginning of the journey. And later you can have all kinds of wonderful additional advanced CIT courses like data mining, data warehousing, and all of this is learning by doing. We have all of this content and advanced workshops. Some of you teachers would like to do this. You can all do this in short workshops. You can request and dialogue with them. Social networking, the algorithms behind the scenes, web and text mining, and then Raghu himself will do short 4-day workshop, which may spread out over a few weeks on really the guts of what kinds of data structures are needed to build real systems. So things of that nature. And for those of you that are in other branches, ECE, there are other advanced courses after core CIT, which is CAD for VLSI, digital processor design using Verilog, VLSI architectures and design for testability and so on. So now you want to make sure that to avail all these wonderful opportunities, there's always a small window of time that you can see, a small window of time when you need to act, and you need to select the program that you want to undergo. And the best opportunity is to just select the CIT program, the full 2 phases. And if you register, that means you just need to enter your data before 6 p.m. today and complete payment to reach us by Thursday next week. Is that Thursday next week? 21st March. So by 21st March. And so the registration of entering your details must take place, and the selection of your program must take place today. Okay? And then you get, if you select the whole program, you get that special. So just 2,500 rupees, and you get all these other benefits. The thing is that sometimes you have to know what's a good deal. You have any questions right now? We'll take a few questions. Everybody's clear on what the CIT program is all about? I'm going to put that back. So this is what the certificate in IT program is. There are 2 phases, which include computational thinking and Java-based data structures and advanced Java. While the names of the courses may sound familiar, the way we do it is entirely different, because it's all doing and solving some real problems and doing them through applications and connecting this to concepts. Okay? So where you have to register, the link again is go to enhanceedu.triple-it.ac.in/CIT certificate in IT_registration. Is it clear? Yeah. All your mentors who are there guiding you through this process, they all have this information. Yes, Tirumala has a question. Please ask your question. How do we get trained? So, you will be given logins and you will be doing learning by doing. So we have got content in the portals. So part of it will look like this. So computational thinking, you might get into a home page and then computational thinking, and then you may get into a task, and then you are given resources, and then you're asked for something. And then you do the task and you upload the task so that your mentors are able to see and we are able to see what you are doing. And if you have questions, you will use the forums or the mentors and we will guide you through that process. We also will have industry talks on a regular basis. There are also recorded video lectures for each of the units, and they will clear you through questions. Does that answer the question? And then you will have quizzes that you will take, and you will get feedback on the quiz. And then you will keep, if you didn't do that so well, you will do more tasks, you will read more resources, and you will do the things. Why is this process important? Because this is what happens in the real world. So before the 21st, the fee is 2,500. If you are signing up before 6 p.m. today, it is 2,500 rupees for the certificate in IT, which is practically equivalent to 4 courses of, and it's 106 hours. And after April 1st, it is 10,000 rupees. And that too is actually subsidized for 160 hours. When will the program start? So the program can start at any time that your students are ready, and each college can start at different times as long as you have your calendar. The way it will work is your mentors will find in your college a lab where your students will come, and in your schedule you will have a calendar saying these 2 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours this week in these 2-hour windows, or maybe a half a day here and a half a day there, you're going to work on CIT. So it will be your CIT schedule. You will go to the CIT lab room, and then you will start where you left off, and you will continue to do the work and do your submissions. Will CIT help in doing mini projects? Well, if students are really doing well and they're going for mastery, we will certainly help you with those.
Actually, phase 2, we have a Java project.
In fact, in CIT phase 2, we have an advanced Java project that can be taken up as a project. So is it clear? So today, if you register, and you don't have to start, even if you start in the summer or in next academic year, it's fine. You don't have to start immediately to start doing. As you register and pay the fees, the start date can be anywhere from today till the beginning of the coming semester. You have to qualify phase 1 before phase 2. Well, you have to complete the assessment examination, which will give you the certification for phase 1. Right? Phase 1, once you complete all the modules, then you're ready for taking the assessment, and we give you the assessment examination, and then once you pass that, then you can move on to phase 2. Your third year students, Tirumala, you can just register. You can, you don't have to have any qualifications. If you're a student of engineering, you can register and you can start. What is the duration of phase 1? It's 80 hours. So you can do it full time if you are free in the summertime, or if you have regular class hours, then maybe you can devote 8 to 10 hours per week in at least 2-hour slots. That's better. Do we get any internship? Internship for what? So if a student has completed a CIT, both phase 1 and phase 2 in mastery, that means they have really done very well. Everybody should try for mastery, and that is the excellence what Raghu talked about, right? You have to be the best that you can be. This is the time. You have to invest in yourself. Don't think that you're doing something for the exam. Are you learning? Are you being an engineer? Are you writing programs? This is the question. And yes, many students who have done mastery in CIT, they've got internships at institutes. Some of them have interned here at NMCDU with us, and they are being picked up. What is Tirumala's question for the people who completed CIT for internship? I think I answered the question. Any other questions? Do you have any questions for Raghulanka? He's still here. So you are very clear about registration for the complete CIT program, because if you register for the complete CIT program, then you can spend the next 1 year, academic year, calmly doing it, but you only get to pay 2,500 rupees. And if you do this in mastery, the top 5 to 10% of the people, and this is a special offer for you, we're going to allow that you all come for a 4-day workshop to Hyderabad and have a face-to-face workshop with Raghulanka. Okay, so that's a really special deal. And I know that some of you have been asking questions through the chat. If you want to do a hand raise and ask your questions, by speaking, feel free. Whose email ID do you need? So you can write to enhancedt.it.ac.in. So you can email all your questions to enhanceedu@it.ac.in. So please note that those that register for the CIT, if it's before 6 p.m. today, it's 2,500 rupees. If it's after 6 p.m. today, it's 3,000 rupees. So you get a 500 rupee price break. And you need to send your money. And you need to decide, guys, this 2,500 rupees is really worth it or not. With all the things that we've talked about, we're not only getting all these wonderful certification programs, learning by doing, you're also going to get the special bonus by the Microsoft Program Manager Raghulanka if you're doing, at the mastery at the top 5 to 10%. So there's not only an incentive to do by learning by doing, but also an incentive to do really well, right? So that's when you can get your dream jobs and do really well. If you do not want to sign up for the complete CIT certification, you can also sign up for the individual courses, right? Basic computational thinking, it's 20 hours and that's the fee, and Java Basic and so on. But please note that all of this is valid only till March 21st. So all of these numbers change, even for the individual courses, after April 1st. Yes, the presentation that we have presented will be shared, so you can have it, no problem. So, are you all clear on this? Teju Reddy has a question. The date was March 21st. Can you please extend time for some more days? Okay. So, I think right now we have a deadline that we have to work towards, because we have to send on March 21st to the IT all the students that are going through the certification. So that's the reason we need you to register today, because if you're anyway going to register, it might as well register and get a good deal. And you don't have, as you said, start the program right now. You can start it now, you can start it 1 month later or 3 months later, and you're still good to go. As long as you finish before the next academic year, you're all good. Okay? So we've got to go with that. Do come up, KG Reddy, please talk to your mentors, but try and for the students that are interested in registering, and if they can't register for the whole thing, let them register for a few courses, maybe computational thinking, etc. Right? Take advantage of something. That's what we want. Are we all clear? Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If we have no more questions, we will close our session. And we really thank you all for participating. It has been so exciting for me personally to see all of your eager young faces wanting to climb new heights, wanting to be great engineers. Start now. Don't waste even one day of your engineering college life. Learn, have fun, learn by doing. Okay? Start with the core CIT so that you can get some training in bridging the real world problems to concepts you have learned. Learn to communicate more effectively on the job, and most importantly, learn to learn. Once you have the ability to learn, you yourself will be picking up so many things all by yourself and make a great life for yourself. Wish you all the very, very, very best. Okay. Signing off. This is Sandhya Kode from NNCDU. And I have the whole team of NNCDU sitting over here in the back rooms, and also Parag Lanka from Microsoft. Okay, great. Have a wonderful day and take advantage of the opportunity and register. There are no restrictions. Anyone can register. A first-year student can register. A second-year student register. A third-year student can register. A final-year student can register. And any branch student can register. I hope that is clear. Thank you and good day.